welcome to tonight's main bracket stream for Rivalry Circuit 108.
So, our first game is gonna be, where exactly? Is this all top 8?
So this is top 6. So this starts with winner quarters. This is gonna be Meeles and Barynn. Start off. And Barynn is actually new to Rivals Recess. I think this might be his first Rivals bracket ever. And in with the Zetterburn facing off against Meeles' Shovel Knight on Frozen Gates.
This matchup feels like it shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how it goes.
He sure will. Yeah, the Gates art is definitely pretty interesting. Zetter's gonna make much better use of the platforms, but Shovel Knight's kinda gonna benefit from his blast zones more since he's a heavier character.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what these players do with that, especially Meeles starting off really strong here.
Catch on the nose pack. Barynn off stage and Meeles going for the fishing to try and edge guard instead of getting a fish instead.
You know what? I respect holding it for the fish there. It wasn't that bad of it wasn't that committal of an option in that scenario.
I probably would have done it too, honestly, just since, like, I'm already in this situation, I might as well try to benefit from it now that I, like, know I'm gonna miss.
It is 500 gold.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I mean, you know, like, a little over a quarter of Momentum now. And that's the most expensive thing you're gonna be buying. Most of the time.
Well, if you're playing to win, at least. Without the forbidden gold tech.
Good. But yeah, speaking of techs, good tech from Barynn.
Yeah, Barynn's gonna take the first stock here. But Meeles firing right back and getting another fish.
Yeah, and now all loaded out. Getting... Which on a stage like this, I think is pretty solid. I'm not a huge fan of gear in the Zetterburn matchup specifically. But it's going to be really good for controlling platforms on the stage, especially when they're in this center formation.
Yeah, I was gonna say that instant gear that Meeles just showed off right there is gonna be a lot for threatening platforms.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Big thing the Shovel Knight matchup.
These stocks are going back and forth.
Yeah, seriously. Especially this level of the Shovel Knight matchup in particular, you really need to, like, preempt your DI. I mean, I recommend doing this all the time, but Shovel Knight in particular is always just going to be trying to, like, catch you in these dumb situations and get you the DI out from F-Strong in particular. You don't want to be getting blown up by that.
Yeah, I just kind of, like, sit there, like, every time Shovel Knight is in F-tilt range, I at least on some level expect that it's gonna happen. You never want to get caught off by, like, F-tilt, F-strong, or, like, down strong, or up strong. Because that feels awful.
Yeah, for sure. They're both looking for a kill. That was a really bold dash attack.
Ooh. Meeles is gonna die if he keeps getting hit by these F-strongs.
Yeah, but finds an up air. Just trying to look for some kind of landing to catch potentially.
This is last hit for both players. Ooh, F-tilt, F-strong. You've got to be ready for that.
Yeah.
I believe Meeles took 2 stocks that way. And gonna be taking game 1 that way as well. We're just gonna have to see how Barynn adapts in the next game.
Yeah, if you go into Rock Wall, always a really risky pick, but it is pretty good for Zetter.
Yeah, I feel like Shovel Knight just really struggles with platforms that close and with like a second platform that high, that's just like double bad for him in this matchup.
Yeah, something I never really thought about with the stage is, like, particularly for Zetter, how good he is at camping on those platforms. I experienced that firsthand in Heat Wave, and the same thing can definitely happen to Shovel Knight. He's one of those characters that struggles to deal with platform camping.
Barynn starting off with a pretty explosive start here.
Yeah, and there's the fair to seal the deal.
Really wanting to just get an early advantage and maybe just, you know, the even momentum for last game would be enough to eke out a win.
Yeah, and like at this point, you know, Barynn can just kind of sit back and chill. I mean, it's not going to take too much percent to actually find a kill on this stage.
But still, every wrong guess is Zetterburn gets you more and more percent. Same for every other character, but on Zetter, if you get off stage, it's a little scary.
Oh, that was a bad misinput on Meeles' end.
Yeah, now Barynn has a 2-stock lead.
It's going to be a little tricky to come back from.
Yeah, I think just the way Barynn goes for kills is really benefiting him here. He's going for these horizontal kill moves a lot of the time. Down strong, F strong. That's like might be making the difference and giving him this lead.
Yeah, they definitely add some architecture to the stage. A lot of Zetter's scariest kill options, I'd say, are off the top, except for fair.
Yeah, for sure, but Barynn seems to be relying on the horizontal ones here.
Yeah.
And the stage seems to be benefiting him a lot as a result. We'll have to see how Meeles tries to come back from this. I mean, you're a whole stock behind and at kill percent. This is scary because one fair is gonna take the game.
Yeah, and that was an excellent bait there from Barynn. Like, putting yourself out there does potentially leave yourself vulnerable to getting lived by the SK up B. But that drift back is just gonna allow you to catch like this dead zone from that move. So that was a good play.
I really like that. So we're going to game 3 on High Dive Hideaway.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one for sure. If Barynn's not comfortable going super far off stage, then it's going to be a pretty good counterpick from Meeles. But that also kind of means that Meeles is going to have to be willing to go in case off stage.
Yeah, and on the first game, I noticed a lot of Barynn being really ooh, and gets the fish off it. That's brutal. In the first game, I noticed a lot of Barynn being just really comfortable waiting for Meeles to land and then hitting him with like an F strong, a down strong, and I think that might contribute to this pick.
Yeah.
Because from the ground, I think the blast zones are pretty high on this stage.
Yeah, it's really just the bottom blast zone. That's pretty small.
Ooh, F tilt, F strong again.
Yeah. Getting out of their fish, so he's able to buy whatever he wants now.
Probably as soon as he gets an opening here. Just like that. Ghost gloves. Which really makes me think this is a counter pick to Barynn's grounded play.
Possibly, yeah. Gloves are definitely kind of interesting on the stage. I probably would have picked Zetterburn, to be honest, but there's a lot of merit to gloves. They are going to control a massive portion of the stage. It's going to make it harder for Barynn to find ways to move.
I feel like a fair would have killed there.
Probably, but hey, you know, mistack manages to work out one way or another.
Yeah, it does. Meeles shows that by still taking the game.
Yeah.
2-1 Meeles' favor. Barynn is gonna get knocked into loser's bracket if he loses this next game. We'll just have to see if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, Barynn has to win the next 2 games. Meeles just has to win 1. So
Definitely a high pressure situation if you're Barynn right now. I mean, sure, your winning was very dominant, but are you going to be able to do that 2 games in a row? We'll just have to see.
Girls at strong. Tempest is still gonna let you live that. But you wanna make
Barynn's definitely looking for another dominant lead like he had in game 2. You can just see the way he's harassing off stage. DIing for the platform there. I really like that.
Yeah. Alright, good attack. I kind of wish that Meeles tried to get for like a back air or something right there and follow up off of the fish. But either way, still finds the stock and gets the momentum out.
And has a significant chunk of gold, too. Just about enough to get any relic he wants.
Yeah. I'm definitely curious what we're gonna see on this stage. Meeles has shown he's willing to use different relics, which I'm always a big fan of when SPs do that. I'm always a big fan of gear on this stage, but really just about anything can work. There it is.
And there we have gear.
Oh, there's no treasure rock. Yeah, there's already one out.
Oh, that's what that's called?
Treasure rock?
Yeah, is that the actual name?
I think that's what people call it. That's what I call it.
I didn't think it had a name. I thought it was just kind of a rock.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ooh, nice up tilt.
I'd be sending Barynn all the way across the stage, but not actually taking a stock. Alright, there we go. There's the F-strong.
Really needed a tech there.
Yeah, that was way too close for comfort. He's also still playing Shovel Knight, so... Possible. We haven't really seen Meeles do anything crazy with the edge guarding yet, which is probably one of the biggest things I've seen from his play. The advantage stage is just a little bit lackluster at times.
I like waiting to parry there. Meeles back off stage though. Managing to find his way back and might seal out the tournament right here. Or not the tournament, excuse me. The set.
Oh, the fairs. Up to Barynn. That could be a punish. No!
Oh, unfortunate.
That's rough, buddy.
Games are evened up now. So we're gonna go into the last game here.
Yeah. It's gonna be Meeles'
On Cridemore.
Yeah, Meeles' counterpick, but this is a really good Zetterburn. So, lots of leads this could end up going. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind for Barynn, just in case you may or may not know. Actually, one of his main practice. No, never mind. Yeah, the fireballs do shut down Shovel Knight's side B, and I think Meeles done a pretty good job of side being in spots that would be awkward for you to fireball.
Ooh.
A little unfortunate.
That was really ballsy from Barynn. I really like to see that. At least the confidence to do it in a situation where it worked.
That right there. I was kind of jumping over these fireballs and then side being it. So at this point, I might want to start throwing them a little bit higher and trying to catch Meeles' jumps.
He definitely tried to catch the vulnerable part of SK's up B right there. with the fireball,
Yeah, and that's
which I
one
like
thing.
to see.
That's one thing that we've definitely seen Barynn be really good at so far. Is shutting down
Ooh,
his upbeats. Oh,
fireball F strong.
that's a full stock lead for Barynn.
We're gonna have to see what he does with it, though.
Yeah. A little unnecessary uppy right there. Meeles is getting punished for it. Meeles is just also just upping a little bit too much. I didn't mention the punish game earlier, but so many of these uppies are getting punished.
I would have liked to see a dash in up strong instead of an F strong there. That would have definitely killed, but Barynn's still taking the game. And the set. 3-2.
Yeah, that was some really good edge guarding for Barynn throughout the set. And Meeles just wasn't really able to mix up his recovery enough to actually prevent it working out. So yeah, Barynn moving on in the inner side of bracket.
We've got Jubilo versus Toily.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to see how this